Welcome back, Venus Warriors. Thank you so much for joining me again on this interview that I've been doing with these unbelievable women who have some pretty incredible stories and what they've gone through in their life, which actually allowed them to go after what they wanted. And so I'm hoping, and I know that one of these stories will resonate with you because they may have gone through something that you are going through now, or maybe some limiting beliefs that you have right now that are stopping you from achieving what it is that you want in your life. So I will stop talking and I will now introduce my beautiful guest, Kyesha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for taking the time. I know we all are very busy. We actually, for our listeners, we are both in a coaching class together, and we are learning things for our business at the moment of being able to help more people and have a broader reach. But we connected, and I wanted her to share her story on here today. And would you mind, Kyesha, let our listeners know what exactly you do right now for your business?
Yes, so I am an elite business strategist, is what I call it. I help millennials to streamline and automate their businesses so that they can transition from their day job into their service-based business full time. I was in that position for a long time, twice, and I'm like, I figured out a way to transition and make it easy because our lives are so busy.
Yep.
Where we're not overwhelmed and overly stressed on how we can make that transition.
Awesome. So when did you get this idea to start this business?
So I am the oldest of 4 girls. So I feel like I've always been that mama kind of to everybody. Mm-hmm. And I'm a good dictator. We'll say that. And so when I was in high school, I would go to school and I would work part-time at the Mall of America. I'm here in Minnesota. I work at the Mall of America. And I would come home and I would braid hair in my room. And when I would get like cash right away, it was my first taste of entrepreneurship. Like, okay, I can go to work. Of course, I have my studies, but I can get like money right away. So at that moment, I knew like, that job is cool, that check is cool, but I kind of like being able to set my own standards and get paid what I want to get paid immediately.
Awesome. Right. So then you were hooked.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So how long have you been doing this?
So I've been doing coaching and consulting for almost 2 years now, 2 years in June, which isn't too much. And it's exciting to like even say that.
Feels good, right?
Yeah, it feels really good. I've had other ventures in the past, but nothing that felt as rewarding as this does.
Okay, so entrepreneurship is not a new thing. Like you've done a few things then, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yep. So I've done my first real what do I call it? Real business that was paying taxes to the state and all that stuff was an online boutique that I had. And I literally went on YouTube and figured out how you can run an e-commerce and built my website from scratch on WordPress of all things. And I was like, okay, I can do this. It took me like 2 months, but I got it. And that was my first of like, okay, this makes sense. And it also was my first time learning about taxes, and Uncle Sam always wanting his cut. So definitely.
Wow. Okay. But you said that what you're doing now is more fulfilling than what you did before?
Yes.
What is it now that's happening that you feel that, do you think that why is it fulfilling to you?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so with my boutique, it was clubwear. I have a lot of friends that went out. I was like 23 or 24 at the time. So I had a lot of friends that were like, oh, I got this. I have friends that are going out to the club. They're going to get cute. They're going to wear my clothes, represent me, And I'm a firm believer that as women, when we look good, we feel good. And when we feel good, we are like resilient. We can do anything, Mm-hmm. So when I was selling those clothes, it felt good to see people like want to buy my stuff, and it felt good to see women feel good about themselves, but it was still something missing, And when people would ask me, how did I get that started? Or can you help me get their business started? I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. So I kind of just help friends and family do their startups, and it didn't click until like after the fourth or fifth person is coming to me. And I'm like, okay, now I have something. Let me put my all feet in and go for it.
Well, that's amazing. So I agree with you about the fulfillment, because that's how I feel with coaching, right? You do it. I've done a few things too. And you're right. You do it. I like the money. I won't lie. It was good, but it was different when I was doing life coaching and helping women with other things that were going on in their life. So where do most of your clients come from right now?
So most of my clients come from online. Social media is like my big thing. I started on Instagram, and then as your business evolves, so does your audience. So I kind of go back and forth between Instagram and Facebook, sometimes LinkedIn, but for the majority of everyone, it's usually Facebook and a few percent from Instagram. I love watching the statistics of it all and just seeing how my posts affect certain people, what's all being saved and all that type of thing. I really love and enjoy that. I really chose to be online because I have 3 kids. I'm a mommy of 3. And my middle daughter, she would get ill from time to time and will have to be in the hospital. So when that would happen, I would use a lot of my PTO to be with her, and that ran out pretty quick. So when that ran out and I wasn't able to afford rent, that's when I started, the e-commerce, and then other business ventures came after that. But it was like I needed to find a way to make ends meet for my kids without depending on someone else to do it for me. And this PTO is making me, late on everything else, and I'm unable to have my physical presence there. Therefore, I'm unable to make income. And I don't want my physical presence to be my only means of income, So that's like I have to be able to work online, work wherever in the world, and be comfortable and to make a bigger impact.
That's right. That's awesome that you said that, because a lot of people don't get to that realization that they are tied to the job. If their kids get sick, PTO runs out, then what, right? And so you've gone through that struggle. So was this the defining moment for you about freedom? What was it? Was it more of was it only a necessity, like saying like I'm doing this for my kids only, or did you have that feeling like it sounds like you really enjoy helping people too?
Yeah, I really do enjoy helping people. I think it was more of it was probably 50-50. I feel like on one hand, it was like, okay, nothing's going to stop me from being there for my kids. Nothing. Like, I'm mama bear. I'm like full. I'll go rage over my kids. And if you don't want to pay me because I have other things going on that I cannot be there for your, for the other kids or the sick kids that are at my job, and having that defining moment of taking care of my sick kids, taking care of other people's sick kids. It's like that. It hurts because you don't know which way to go. Your kids need you, and the other kids they do too. But there's other people to help them as well, and it shouldn't be all put on you to do that. So I had that moment of, okay, I'm going to be there for my kids regardless, but I want to make even a bigger impact. Like, women who are put in situations to have to fight between their job, taking care of their families, you shouldn't have to do that. So if it means you working that job and having a side hustle, or even having your business full time with other streams of income coming in, that's what you need to do, then let's do it. Because you don't have to pick or choose which one.
That's perfect. Yeah, I agree. So then, what is it exactly do you do then with these clients? Like, walk me through how you do help with, let's say, if it is a business that they want, what does that look like?
Yeah, so a lot of women that I work with, they are currently in their day job. So they are, physical therapists, or they are they work for the government, or they work as nurses and things of that sort, but they also have a side gig. So they are also building their coaching clients, or they're also building people who they help physically some type of way, and they want to find a way to monetize it. and not only monetize it, but figure out a way to where they are monetizing their income that it both automates, so they're not, constantly worried about missing a meeting or figuring out if they sent out the proper email at the right time, and also in a way that they're not overwhelmed by doing too much at one time, or in my case, having a long list of to-do and taking a nap instead, because I'd rather take a nap than do my long ass to-do list. So
I hear that. Okay, so is this something that it's one-on-one, or are you global? Like, are you like online?
So I am super online. I do one-on-one. Most of my clients, they're in a group coaching atmosphere. So I have a Facebook group that they're all in, and we go through modules. And depending on when you come in, I send out modules they come out bi-weekly, and they come directly to your email, and you're able to watch the videos and do a homework assignment. And each module is based on different activities. For example, the first one would be like overcoming doubt. Having the doubt that you're not good enough to even leave your 9 to 5 in the first place is a scarcity mindset that you should overcome, and know that you are worth whatever you want. And there's nothing that's going to stop you or limit you from achieving those goals. So overcoming that doubt and that mindset is definitely module 1 to help you be on a frequency of success and a frequency of just real bossness, And then the second one is just getting clear in your service. So often women want to have a coaching or consulting business, and they want to serve everybody. Mm-hmm. And they don't realize that serving everybody is going to hinder you, and you're not going to serve anybody. So being very clear and specific on your niche and who you want to serve, like literally picking one person that you can help and help them with one thing. Everybody has 99 problems. Your job is to help solve one. That's it.
Okay, let's talk about how you said the first module is mindset, because that's massive, right?
Yeah.
This is the thing, is that, and because you clearly have gone through that, right? If you can say, I'm going to do blah, 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 and all this stuff, but if you're not up here in the right space, how do you even go through that? Do you see that that's probably a really important part of your program?
Absolutely. That is probably one of the, like you said, the biggest parts of it, because we hold ourselves back. Mm-hmm. No one does it for us. We can say, oh, I don't have the support at home, or no one believes in me, or the kids, they're up all night. It's like, those are all excuses. And until you really put your big girl panties on, realize what you're saying to yourself, and get shit done, you're going to continue to be in that cycle. So when you say, the kids are running around, well, give them a bedtime. Put them to sleep, and then you work up past that. Stay up a couple hours, wake up earlier. Do what you need to do to get to yourself so that you can give to others. Until you really want it, you're never going to succeed.
That's right. Oh, I love it. Perfect. That's so good, because I was in corporate for a long, long time, and high level stuff. And I would see it where it's just like these VPs, high level execs, they're all about, give me the numbers, give me the stats, give me this, and no emotion, no nothing. And I, at one point I said, listen, you can have every number you want. You can have every chart, every graph, whatever it is. But if you don't have this up here, either silencing, like silent, or all that nonsense about belief and not able and a challenge, then nothing would get done. And it doesn't matter where you're at and what level of your business you're at.
Yeah, that's true. That's super true. Even like, I feel like when women are like, oh, I can't, take time out to give to myself. And it's like, what? They want to pour, give everything to their kids or to their husbands or to their friends. And it's like, yeah, that's good. Of course, be that amazing support system. But at the same time, if you don't have that time to just, read your favorite book, or put your feet up and watch a good movie, have a glass of wine, or meditate, or just, do something that you actually like to do, taking a walk or laying on someone's beach, or, spend a couple $100 on a vacation. for you. Like, do something that makes you feel good and watch how amazing you're able to pour onto other people, and how they absorb you and how they see you is like a whole nother mind space.
So what do you do as this coach who's helping everybody? So what do you do for your self-care?
So I'm really big into affirmations and things like that. So in the morning when I wake up, I have my Bible next to me. I open up a scripture and I read the same scripture every morning. And I'll read that. It's like 2 seconds. And then I'll get out my book that I wrote, for the month of my goals or whatever. And I'll just skim through them. I'll read them and say, I am and I'm happy for. And I make sure I use words that are in present tense, even if they haven't manifested yet, So I'm in that mindset of, okay, thank God that I have this breath. Thank God that I'm here today. Now let me go ahead and list out things that I am or that I desire in my world. And after that, I'm able to meditate, even if it's 5 minutes. Just silence in my mind means the world, absolute world. And when I get up, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm getting the kids up for school, and I have affirmations playing in the background from YouTube. And we're like repeating it, like, I am wealthy, I am smart, I am beautiful, I'm going to have a good day. And it sets a tone, not only for me, but for the kids, so that they go to school and they feel like they have everything in the bag. Yep. They're not worried about a test score. They're not worried about, impressing anybody. They know that their confidence starts at home.
That's right. That's perfect. We do the same in my house. My kids, we have this statement where they are not allowed to say I can't. So and because they've learned, they understand that that's a limiting belief, right? You're already saying to yourself you can't do something. You wouldn't even try. Your mind won't even think about how it can even go about that, right?
Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, your kids are one lucky bunch of kids.
Thank you. Yours are too. You got it. It starts at home.
It does start at home. And, and it's great that we are now, see the impact, we have impact on our clients, but we also have this message on everyone that we interact with, right? Everyone. So
absolutely.
Is there anything that you feel that, that I may not have touched upon? Is there something that you want to share, like either part of your story growing up or a business right now that I haven't touched on that you want to share with us?
I would definitely say that no matter what, always go after your dreams, continue on, no matter what people think about you or what anyone, what do I want to say? I was a statistic growing up. So I had good grades in high school, I got pregnant in my senior year. So I was the one who was sitting out on the side with my new baby. She was 2 weeks when all my friends walked across the stage, but that didn't stop me from still not only graduating that summer, but also getting a full scholarship to college that same summer. Nothing that God puts in your path is there to stop you. It's there to grow you. And without going through what you go through in life, you would not appreciate where you are going. Live in the moment always. Be grateful for what you have. Know that what you currently have is enough, even when it doesn't feel like it. By the time I was 22, I had 3 kids, girl. I had 3 kids by the time I was 22. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just winging it. But
we're all winging it. Let me tell you, there's no manual with these things.
There is not. But don't look at it as, your downfall. Look at it as a stepping stone. Definitely. Always look at it as a stepping stone to get where you want to go in life and use it to your advantage. When you feel like you have no support system, look in the mirror. You are your support system. When you feel like the world is against you and nothing's right, what are you going to do to change it? If you are on your last couple of dollars and need gas to go to work, or you don't have enough money to feed your kids, think about what you can do right now, not tomorrow, but right now to fix it. I've been in all of these situations, and it's like, you can cry and scream and kick and beg, but it's up to you ultimately to make the change. And if you don't decide to make the change, then you will, one, stay where you at, and two, you're obviously comfortable with what your situation is, you know? So it's up to you. Just make the change and go for it.
So you've clearly gone through a lot then.
Yeah,
right? Like
definitely.
Wow. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 32.
Dang. That's amazing. Because I just had this conversation with another coach, is that it's unfortunate where sometimes we have to go through so much crap before we have this like, oh, aha, wake up moment, right? And it's like, it's almost like society is putting that on us, especially women, right? I mean, we feel like it's like we have to do everything and yet still have the career, the business, the everything. So to hear you say all of this, I'm happy for you. I really am, because it's such a great age. You know what I mean? Like that you've gained so much wisdom already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and you can help. You have so much time to help people. I don't have that much time.
No, stop it.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that shit anyway. So don't worry about that. So, how can people find you? Like, how can people start learning more about you? Maybe think about working with you. How do we do that?
Yeah, so you can go to my website, www.kyeshawilliams.com. That's Kyesha Williams, WILLIAMS.com. And you can connect with me on all my platforms there. You can sign up for discovery sessions. I do 3 30-minute discovery sessions there to help you have a better understanding of where your goals in your business, and to see for a good fit for one-on-one coaching or group coaching. And then also I have a couple of free things on there as well. So I have a 3-day boot camp called Young, Confident, and Paid to help you get out of your mindset, to help you make collaborations with other women. I'm a firm believer collaboration grows your business. So I'm all about collaboration, all those things. And it just helps you give that broader aspect of, what exactly your business entails, and to get more than anything clarity on your services and things like that. So you can find all that information on my website. And yeah, I think that sounds good.
That's awesome. I'm going to put all of this in our show notes so we can have the links so people will see it when this is live, and they can actually just click right on it and go to you. And that 3-day bootcamp sounds pretty good. I think I'm actually going to do it myself, because right? More info, right? The more information you have, the better, I say, right?
Yes, absolutely. You're never done learning, so you got to.
That's right. Thank you so much. This was unbelievable. I really, really appreciate your time, and thank you for sharing with everyone.
Yes, thank you for having me.